Hi everybody. So if anyone's ever wondered what the electrical system in an Opel GT looks like laid out on a piece of concrete, here it is. A friend gave me this fuse box and basically all the wiring that runs through the chassis, the engine bay, to the lights, the gas tank, the alternator, the starter, all that stuff. So this is the taillight wiring. And there's a wire for the fuel sender as well. That's all that. This is the green and black are for the AM radio speaker. The yellow wire is something I added for later. And this is the run that goes to the fuse box. This is the fuse box. This little connector right there, that's for the radio. See, there's a fuse holder there. This run right here, I still have to extend those two wires. That's for the ammeter gauge. Basically, all the current that runs through the car, except that goes to the starter, runs through those two wires. And then that's the wiring for the blower motor, for the door switch. This little run right here goes to the oil pressure sender, and then I added a wire for the electric choke. That's the main power wire from the starter lug. That wire right next to it is the wire that activates the starter. Let's see, these two wires right here are for the alternator. No, that's the coil, sorry. Those two are for the alternator. That right there is for the temperature gauge. You could see this is a bunch of grounds. This is for a brake warning light switch. This is for all the stuff up here is either for horns or lighting. And this entire harness I had to basically rebuild because these three wires right here, in late 1969, Opel decided to, instead of using PVC insulation, they use rubber insulation. And that rubber insulation over time cracks, fails, shorts out, burns up the car. The harness in this car, all this wiring was just bare, and it was all like a pale green from being oxidized from just being exposed to air for so long. But I basically fixed up and modified this entire harness. That's the fuse box right there, and then I wrapped it in like a cloth wrap that a lot of German OEMs use. That's called Tessa. The fuse box, let's see. I added a starter relay, horn relay, fog light relay. I replaced every single connector, female connector on the fuse box. I replaced every single one because a lot of them were just falling apart and crumbling. So eventually this entire setup is going in my car because when I got the car, the wiring was just destroyed and hacked to hell, and I fixed it, and I fixed it how I could. But now that I have the means, I'd like to fix it right with a completely redone harness. So I hope you guys like this video and have a great night.